This video is on compositions of areas. So we're taking a look at the odds again. Francisco needs 3 pieces of glass, shown below, to complete a stained glass window. The shapes, 2 are triangles, and you have a trapezoid, and they're measured in inches. Glass can be purchased in rectangular sheets that are 12 inches wide. What is the minimum length of each sheet of glass in inches that Francisco must purchase in order to have enough to complete the window? So the thing is, you have this 12 inches wide part. So if you think about the 12 inches wide part, and you were to take these other shapes and put them in here. So if you took this shape here and you moved it over to here, you'd have this 13 would be here. You'd have this 12, and you'd have this 5. Then if you took this triangle here and did a similar thing, you have the 15, this would be your 12, this would be 9. So we want, what is the minimum length of a sheet? We already know that they're 12 inches wide, so the minimum length would have to be 20, because these fit together as a rectangle. Let's continue on. Take a look at number 3. Lewis is going to paint a basketball court. Painting is area. They want the expression that's going to represent the area. So you need to start by getting the radius. So the radius would be half the diameter. The diameter is 8. They tell you that you have a rectangle and a semicolon, a semicircle. So you can assume that this is 4. And so the area of a semicircle is going to be half pi r squared. So that will be half pi times 4 squared, or just 8 pi. And we already know that this rectangle has an area of 80. So you do 80 plus 8 pi, choice 2. Let's take a look at number 5. So number 5 is similar to number 3, so we can skip that. Take a look at number 7. So number 7, they want the area of the circle, and you have a square having an area of 36. So if the square has an area of 36, which is side squared, one side would measure the square root of 36, which is 6. So that means that the radius is half of 6, or 3. And so the area is pi r squared for the circle. So you'd have pi times 3 squared, or 9 pi. Let's take a look at number 9, sorry. So number 9, you have this countertop for a kitchen modeled with these dimensions below. Okay, keep in mind that they're asking you to find the area of the installed countertop to the nearest square foot. So I'm going to convert these inches into feet. There's 12 inches in 1 foot. So 18 inches would be how many feet? So you can just cross multiply and divide. Okay, so you're going to end up getting 1.5 feet. So this is 1.5 feet, and then 21 inches. One foot. 12 inches is 1 foot. Oh, sorry. I put that in the wrong place. I don't mind you seeing me mess up, because that is one of the issues with mathematics, is people think, oh yeah, you must not be smart if you mess up. Well, those people aren't very wise. They may be smart, but they're not very wise, because that is a false statement. Okay, so I get 12x is 21, divide by 12, and 21 divided by 12, I get 1, and then I have a remainder of 9/12, which is 3/4, so it's 1.75. Of course, you can use a calculator, guys. I'm still one of those dinosaurs that does math in my head. So you're going to take this 1.5 by 1.75, and you're going to subtract it from the total area. So this rectangle has this dimension 2. This dimension is not 5. 5 is the entire side. So if I do 5 minus this 2, I get this dimension. So that's 6. Now I have this rectangle that is 2 by 8. That's 16. So I have 2 times 8 plus the 6, okay, which is the 2 times 3. And then I have to subtract off 1.5 times 1.75. And then I'm going to round to the nearest foot. So I'm just going to type that into my calculator. You should do the same. So I got 19.375, and make sure you follow the directions. Nearest square foot, you look at the tenths, that would round to a 19. Actually, very surprised that 20 wasn't a choice here. Interesting. Okay, taking a look at number 11. A designer created this logo below, which consists of a square and 4 quarter circles of equal size. So that means each of these quarter circles has a radius of 3. We want the area of the shaded region. So to get the shaded region, we need to subtract the 4 quarter circles from the square. Well, 4 quarters equals a whole, guys. So the square is 6 by 6. So you get 6 times 6 minus pi r squared. And pi r squared here will be pi times 3 squared. Type this into your calculator. I lied. Don't type it into your calculator because it says exact area. So you get 36 minus 9 pi. And then that would be squared inches. Number 13. Okay, in this question, they want the area. First, you have to get the area of what you want to pave. And then they're adding an extra component here. They're saying find the cost in dollars of paving the area if the Rock Solid Concrete Company charges $8.95 per square foot. So since the price is in square feet, we have to get square feet. That's important to read the question. Now, in the stem of the problem, they give you the diameter of the circular fountain. They tell you that this is a rectangle, so you're going to have 15 times 36 minus pi times r squared. Well, r is half of 8. Okay, and then this answer is going to be square feet. And then you need to think about this. This money, it's $8.95 per square foot. Okay, we're going to start using unit analysis. You multiply this by square feet so that the feet squared will cancel out and you will have money. So I paused for a moment. I typed this into my calculator exactly as it appears in front of you. The pi key is above the division sign. You have to press second to access it. You need to use grouping symbols, use parentheses to put this expression in. Or you could type that expression in and grab it off your calculator times $8.95. But at any rate, this is what my calculator gave me as the answer. And we want to find the cost in dollars. So the cost in dollars to pave this would be $4,383. Okay, that is the end of video 2. Thank you.